Toreando. Like bullfighter, right? In Portuguese.
Toreando.
Toreando. But it's a style of pass. Okay, and it's going around using your feet and using your hands to go around him. Baby steps, right? His feet are up on my hips. His feet are up on my hips, and he's using his guard, right? Whether I grab the pants on the inside, grab the pants on the bottom, grab the kneecaps, thumb on the inside. Everyone's gonna have their variations, okay? But long story short, my hands are on his legs. I wanna go around his legs and go towards one of the positions is knee on belly, okay? But we can also just understand that if I go around his guard, right, I can pass his guard in one fell swoop. Yes, I can go around his guard and do this, but since I'm already mobile, I have the opportunity to go with my knee on his belly, or even if I were to go here and he turned in for like a single leg, then there's the opportunity to start switching. If he goes to his knees, then obviously I follow to his back, and then he can try and retain guard and I chase his back. There's a whole game to that, right? And it's kind of a mentality of mobile passing. Because I have going around him on my feet, I have going underneath his guard and trying to go through it underneath it this way or rolling him over. And then I have like going super tight and going chest to chest and going through his guard this way. So I have different versions of passing the guard. Toreando, its cousins are like the X pass and the circle pass, right? And the X pass, right? So like those are right next door, practically the same thing, similar thing. It's a little bit different hand placement, but he always wants to have this foot circled and replace on the hip, okay? So they'll either control the knee, hip and knee, or Toreando's two hands on the knees, right? The rest, the circle pass and the X pass, this is the hand positioning. This is the hand positioning for Toreando, okay? I can keep these guys too, like if I push it towards him and I pass to knee on belly, I could even keep his legs for a second to stop him from hip escaping and moving, okay? I don't have to transition right away. If I were to let go, I'd let go with the close side in order to grab the back of his collar, around the back of his neck, turn that into a fist, and now I have control of his pants and his collar, but I could also let go, hold his hip, have my hands on the ground, have my hands on his shoulders, hands on the collars. I can have variations with my hands, but that'll be typically what I do. Pass, grab his collar. Let's talk a little bit further though, okay? He wants to keep his feet on my hips, so if I push his knees to his chest, with not just, you have a little bit different variations of that. Look, I push his knees to his chest a little bit with my hips, or I can push them with just my arms and disengage my hips. So I have a couple different variations of how I can stack pressure his knees into his chest. But either one, whether I go here, or give me some resistance a little bit, there you go, or I go here like this, the key is I want to use his resistance to sling it by. So like, if he's all limp, well, I can just throw his legs by. But if he's got his legs on my knees and he's using this type of guard, I use that push to move that leg by. Does that make sense? So you can feel that. So we'll get a little bit of that toro, like Toreando, right? Of moving, because it's not just here, it's not just like I'm moving my body. I'm literally going around him, you know? Like I'm going around both ways. So I just want you to give your partner, we'll warm up like this first, then we'll get into the technique a little bit more. I want hands here, grips here, hands like this, okay? Just keep them in the beginning. 1. Did I do that? Push. 2. All right, push. 3. Push with just my arms, side shuffle. 4. Right, you know, push with my hips a little bit. He pushes back. 5. That makes sense? Push with just my arms a little bit. You'll get used to both of them. 6, right? Or I push with my hips and arms a little bit, and I keep the arms here as I go. Make sense, guys? Mm-hmm. We're gonna go back and forth for 2 minutes. Ready, set.